GVSU Marching Band. Great job. I'm Miranda from WOODTV 8, and we are at your school today because you are a Meijer Good School. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. So let me tell you a little bit about how this works. My friends at Meijer and the Grand Rapids Community Foundation and a couple other places all sat around one day and they said, you know what? We want to help kids do even better in school. We want to build brain power. What could we do? They thought and they thought, and they said, we're going to ask every school who wants to participate to fill out a bunch of papers and take a lot of tests and write a lot of papers and write a lot of things, and then we're going to put all those in a big pile, and we're going to read through every one of them, and we're going to select our top 3 schools to give lots of money to, so they can do more good things for kids. And as they sat around a great big conference room table, reading through all those papers, they said, whoa, look at Sherwood Park. They are one of our good schools. Your school is one of the top 3 schools in Grand Rapids to receive the Meijer Good School Award. Way to go! Some things that they looked at. They looked at, how good is the principal and all the leadership at your school? You got an A+. How good are the teachers? A+. How good are the students? A+. How good are the parents and the community? Oh, that got an A+ too. Everything about your school totally rocked, making you a Meijer Good School. So give a huge round of applause to all these teachers, to all the parents, to your principal, and everybody who makes this a good school. You know, the folks at Meijer, we know Meijer because we love to go there to buy food. Raise your hand if you buy food at Meijer. And maybe you go to Meijer and you buy new shoes and video games. We like Meijer. But you know what I love the most about Meijer? Meijer puts their money where their mouth is. Meijer says, we not only want to sell good stuff for families, we want to give money back to kids and families. And that's why I think Meijer deserves a big round of applause today. Thank you, Meijer. There's another group in town that believes in giving lots of money to kids to do better in school and to make our lives better, and that's the Grand Rapids Community Foundation. Let's give it up for my friend, Ms. Diana Seeger.
Thank you, Miranda. And let's have a round of applause for Maranda. Yes. Champion of all things relating to children, youth, and families, and just an all-around nice person. You know, I think that what Miranda talked about the Meijer stores, but the Meijer family, the Meijer Corporation, really do believe in our communities, and most especially wanting to help children and families and furthering education. So I want to say thank you very much to the Meijer Foundation for really generating a great deal of support for the Meijer, obviously the Meijer Good Schools effort, and the Bank of America Charitable Foundation, and something called the Mary and Robert Pugh Donor Advised Fund at the Community Foundation. So thanks to all of those fine folks and organizations. I want to also introduce to you some very important people in our midst, starting with City Commissioner Elias Lumpkins. So thank you for being here today, Commissioner. Longtime educator, advocate, and belief in strong education. So you are a pillar in my mind. Ida Ganell is part of the executive staff at the Grand Rapids Public Schools, as is Veronica Lake. Where are you? You don't escape my introductions. I'm sorry, you just don't. I'd also like to honor and introduce reintroduce again former Principal Judy Freeman, who's here today, replete in her green. Thank you, Mrs. Freeman, for being here today. principal, Mark Frost, who has done a great job and believes so strongly in all of you. Really does, and it shows. So you're a great leader. But I'd like to introduce to you now the person who is, well, there's something called a general counsel, and it's a lawyer, an attorney, a caring individual who really watches over very strongly the Meijer family and the Meijer Corporation. This gentleman has a heart that is as large as this room, if not larger. And his name is Mr. Rob Verheulen, and I'd like to introduce him to you now.
Hi, boys and girls. How are you guys today? Good. Well, we are so very proud of what you've done. And I talked to Mr. Meijer this morning, and I told him I was going to be here today. And he said to tell you, your teachers, your principal, your family, and your community to keep up the great work. And we are just delighted to be able to contribute to it. So congratulations from all your friends at Meijer. Who is going to receive?
We want the Students of the Month for October, the ones who just come on up. Students of the Month.
Well, on behalf of all of your friends at Meijer, we are very pleased to give to you this check, the amount of $21,000.
Let's give a huge round of applause. $21,000 for your school. Amazing. So how does it feel to be handed a gigantic check for $21,000 to help your kids do even better?
Well, I got to say, there's a feeling of responsibility that comes along with getting a check like this. And first off, I want to thank some people. I want to thank several people. I want to thank the Meijer Corporation. You know, some people have been thanked already, but I can't say it enough. For people that donate the money to our school, that's going to buy some incentives and behavioral rewards that are very important to us, some field trips, some teaching materials, some things that make our school, that'll turn our school from a good school to a great school. And that's what we're looking forward to, but many other people I want to thank. I want to thank the GVSU drum line here for making this extra special. I want to thank the Grand Rapids Community Foundation and the people here for helping make this possible for us and the other schools in Grand Rapids Public Schools, because schools need the money. We all know that. And so to get this amount of money, and let me tell you, as I told some people up here, I'm cheap with money. And I was told, no, that's thrifty. And so the idea behind this money is to spend it over a long period of time as wisely as you can, and that's what I plan on doing. So we have some plans this year for the money, but we also have undetermined plans for future years so that we can keep our school good and turn it, like I said, into a great school. Some other people I do want to thank are the Grand Rapids Public Schools people that are here. Our staff. Give a round of applause for our teachers here. And as was pointed out, Mrs. Lake from the Grand Rapids Executive Council, Dr. Gunnell, and boys and girls, this is my boss right here. I just want to let you know that. Yes. Let me see, who else? I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody here. I want to thank the former principal last year, Mrs. Michelle Grebe, spent, and some staff members put an enormous, attention up here, they put an enormous amount of time in filling out this application so that our school would stand out above all the others, so that when only 3 schools were chosen, we were one of them. If you don't put the time into it, it's just like schoolwork. If you don't put the time into your schoolwork and your writings and your essays, you don't get the product that you really need at the end. You put the time in like Mrs. Grebe did and other staff members here, and then we got the product that we needed to get this reward. And that's why they're here again. So a great amount of thanks need to go to Mrs. Grebe. All right, as I said, we got some large things in store for this money. We've got some small things in store for this money, but it's going to be over a period of time in order to spend this. I think I covered everything. I just, I just can't say enough how pleased we are to have this partnership. The Grand Rapids Community Foundation helping me update this grant. The Grand Rapids Public Schools people who have supported me all year long. The staff here has been fantastic. This school is great. In my terms, it says good right here because we are a Meijer good school, but we're looking to be great. And so I thank everybody once again. I thank Maranda again for coming. So thank you very much.
Excellent. All right, so I always think it's good to get you a little wild before we leave. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to say Meijer good, and you're going to scream school. Are you ready? All right. Meijer good. School! 1,000 times louder. Meijer good. School! Meijer good. School! You are a Meijer good school. Congratulations. You're going to be dismissed with the amazing drums of the GVSU Marching Band. You got it. Go, guys.